Yo! Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Sully's Side Quest. If this is your first time tuning into this series, this is a perfect time to join. Why? Because you're welcome on this quest. We play Minecraft every single day. Every single day. So if you want to join that progress of questing, that sentence didn't make sense, but you're welcome to join us. We have been working over the past few days on this mountain here, and today's no different. I have a little bit of time to work on this morning, and so just like yesterday, I'm going to give y'all a quick time lapse of that progress. So let's go do a little bit of this mountain right before we start anything else, and go. And all right, that's one stack of each block. I think I'm going to do at least one stack every day until we, get this thing done. I'll have to do some building off camera, but I've had zero time to do that. So, yeah, there we go. We finished a little bit. Guys, you're so loud. I need to make you guys a better pin. I'm sorry. I keep saying that. But yesterday we made a promise to somebody that I intend on keeping. I told Maple, let me eat that potato real quick. I told Maple that I would take her fishing and that we would get her some fish until we got rudely interrupted by some pillagers. Hello, Maple. Hello. And Jarvis, which, rest in peace, Jarvis. He disappeared. I'm kind of sad about that. So look at the sunset. Come on over here, Maple. Come sit on this bed and let's watch the sunset together. You're pretty awesome. You're pretty awesome. How are all these Endermen putting mud blocks everywhere? That's what I want to know. Why are they doing it? What is their intention of taking blocks and placing them in random places? Why do Endermen do that? I don't know. I guess Maple was sleeping on my head. Oh, Maple, thank you. Thank you for the gift. All right, let's go get you some fish, Maple. Let's go over here to the dock. Look how glorious that looks. The sun rays. Oh! This is coming together, y'all. Look from the inside. I can't wait to get this part finished, because then you can look on one side and it looks done. The other side, I haven't looked at the other side at all, but we haven't started on it, and I'm interested to see how this side plays out. I may even try to I may even change it to where it's even more terraformed this way, now that I think about it. So all right, we're getting distracted. Let's go fishing. Come on Maple. Gosh, it's getting overgrown around here because we haven't been around. Let me fix this dock here. I think there's a way, if I had some iron, to make sure this doesn't grow back, but anyways, it doesn't. So man, it's been a long time since I've fished here. Maple, come over here. Let me get Maple over here. There we go. Look at us. Me and Maple. All right, let's see what we can catch. See what we can catch, Maple. This is like gambling. I think this should go pretty quickly with my fancy rod here. But I want to get you a fish, Maple. I think that would be fun. Here we go. Oh, look at that. What do you think about that? Ah. Tuna City. Tenacity. That's what the name of my rod. I named that last. Ah, she's purring. Let's give you 2 more fish. I think that would be... Oh, look, she's purring. That's so sweet. All right, one more fish. Potentially one more fish. Let's see. Ah, you're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, a book. What kind of book is that? Lunge and Unbreaking 3? That's insane. That's insane. Girl, this is the best you've ever eaten. I'm telling you. Yo, what was that? That wasn't a fish. It's a book and quill. It says wanted. Maple, we got something strange here. Here, take this fish. Take this fish. It says wanted. Dead or alive? Watto the Wandering Trader. He's got a bounty on his head. Watto's in trouble. Maple, we have to go tell our girl Tootsie up here because something bad has happened. Come on, let's go. Let's go tell her. More of you guys. Can we stop? You're always getting in the way. Getting in the way of all the things that I'm trying to do during the day. Alright, sir, you get away from Maple. Get away. Get away from Maple. Goodness. These guys are crazy. Alright, let's go up to the top here. I think my opening is right here. Tootsie, I think something terrible has happened. Look, I need you to read this.
My brother. What did he tell you before you left?
Other than asking for help to find you, he told me that he would help me find the location of these Kurds, the ones who attacked our home here.
Whoever the Kurds are, they must have gotten word of this. I don't like this sewing. I'm afraid something bad has happened to my brother.
Let's hope for the best. Maybe it was too dangerous for him to travel about, so maybe he's at home, laying low.
Guess I'll choose to hope for the best. In the meantime, I think I want to stay here until we find more about what's going on. Could you build me a place to stay, to lay low?
Of course. I'll get started.
Thank you. And here's just a thought. I was thinking about it. This boat came with all these Kurds. Maybe you should check back there. You may have missed a clue or something that could lead us to my brother.
Alright, well, man, I have no clue who these Kurds are. Like, they keep causing trouble for my friends. They've already taken Betsy, Butta's wife, and now it looks like them or someone they're associated with is trying to attack Watto for helping me. I don't know what's going on, but let's take her advice and go over here and see if we can find any more clues as to what's going on here with the Kurds. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't checked it. I didn't check it fully, but I didn't think I needed to. But maybe we did miss some clues along the way. Hello, boat, and hello, cows. We got to get you back over here into y'all's pen that you like, but I mean, you guys are having a cow party. All right, let's check around here. All right, we freed the cows from inside here, and we've already checked through here. Just milk buckets. Nothing in this chest. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. We've already looked at the ship log before. A fishing rod. A spyglass. Is there anything that we're supposed to look at through here? Anything at all? What is that? Hold up. Is there a bottom floor to this thing? There's a secret passage. Okay. Alright. Maybe there's something down here. There is barrels, so there's storage. Looks like they just had wheat stored up away inside here. Okay, but there's one last barrel right over here. Oh snap. We found the location of the hideout. This compass might lead us straight to the Kurds, or at least where this boat came from. This is huge. This is the information we needed. Let's go, y'all. Okay, so we need to think about this. We need to prepare, and then we need to set off at some point and find a hideout. But in the time being, while we have Tootsie here with us, we need to go and build her a safe home around here. So let's go do that really quickly. Come on, Maple. So I know that she loves pink. I mean, she's wearing it. So what if we make a pink hideout for her around here at some point? So let's do this. Let me find a good spot for her, and we will build her a little hut. Maybe right over here. Came over here to get my axe. I think I have a vision for what I would like this to look like. And we're going to build it right over here on this side. Alright, we're going to do a quick time lapse to build this house. So I'm imagining like a 2-story, like modern, like getaway house. So let's see what we can do here. Alright, the house is done. Hope you guys liked the time lapse. I got a few things that I'm still going to improve in the house. I just don't have the time to do it today. This is pretty barren over here. We're going to have to do something with this side. But add some greenery to the back, all this kind of stuff. But we got the structure built. I got to do interior decorating. But Tootsie has already found her way into her house. Tootsie, how do you like it? I'll take that as I love it. Tootsie, listen, I will make it my mission to find your brother. We found a clue. This was actually inside of the ship, which is behind the building over there. We found this, and it says that it's supposed to lead us to the hideout. I don't know what that is, but all I know is I will find your brother. I promise. So, okay. Tootsie, hopefully this makes you feel welcome, feel safe. I really am glad that you're around with us. So, all right, Tootsie has a home. Guys, that is another episode. I'm afraid I'm going to have to go a little early today. Just got to make it. We've already done so much stuff. I've played, more than enough time today. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to Sully Side Quest. Again, our next milestone is 1.2 subscribers. As soon as we do that, the next Spin of Sin will go off. And likely tomorrow, you guys will be watching us do something super silly. So keep in tune for that. But let's get to some Bible reading. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching as always. And I'll see you. Let's read the Bible. New book of the Bible unlocked. We're in the book of Exodus, y'all. We're reading a chapter of the Bible every single day. And now we're starting Exodus. Between Genesis and Exodus, years happen where Israel falls into slavery. We're about to see that in the first chapter here, but I thought it'd be great to read the introduction here because this will give you a good synopsis of what the book is about. And so it says here in this introduction, this is not officially in the Bible, this is something that's in this ESV Bible. It says, Exodus tells of God fulfilling his promise to Abraham by multiplying Abraham's descendants into a great nation, delivering them from slavery in Egypt, leading them to the promised land, and then binding them to himself with a covenant at Mount Sinai. Moses, under the direct command of God and as the leader of Israel, received the 10 Commandments from God, along with other laws governing Israel's life and worship. He also led the nation in the building of the tabernacle, a place where God's presence dwelled among his people, and where they made sacrifices for sin. Traditionally, Jews and Christians recognize Moses as the author, writing sometime after the Exodus from Egypt. I stumbled on my words there. So, this is it. Chapter 1 of the book of Exodus. Let's get this. Verse 1. These are the names of the sons of Israel who came to Egypt with Jacob, each with his household: Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the descendants of Jacob were 70 persons. Joseph was already in Egypt. Then Joseph died, and all his brothers and all that generation. But the people of Israel were fruitful and increased greatly. They multiplied and grew exceedingly strong, so that the land was filled with them. Probably because they were told to be fruitful and multiply, whereas other people didn't. But they were blessed by God, and we see this explosion of Jewish people in Egypt, and this causes a problem. Now there arose a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph. And he said to the people, Behold, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, lest they multiply. And if war breaks out, they join our enemies and fight against us and escape from the land. Therefore, they set taskmasters over them to afflict them with heavy burdens. They built for Pharaoh store cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied, the more they spread abroad. And the Egyptians were in dread of the people of Israel. So they ruthlessly made the people of Israel work as slaves, and made their lives better with hard service, and mortar and brick, and all kinds of work in the field. And all their work they ruthlessly made them work as slaves. I've heard some theories that the pyramids were, the pyramids are built by the Jewish people, Israelite people. I don't know if that's true. And the king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwives, one of whom was named Siphrah and the other Puah, When you serve as midwife to Hebrew women and see them on the birth stool, if it is a son, you shall kill him. But if it is a daughter, she shall live. But the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but let the male children live. So the king of Egypt called the midwives and said to them, "Why have you done this, and let the male children live?" The midwives said to Pharaoh, "Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwife comes to them." So God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and grew very strong. And because the midwives feared God, he gave them families. Then Pharaoh commanded to all his people, "Every son that is born to the Hebrews shall be cast into the Nile, but you shall let every daughter live." All right, so this is the very first chapter of the book of Exodus. We're seeing the stage being set for Moses to come on the scene here in the next chapter and save, through the Lord, save the people from slavery and take them out. That's why it's called Exodus. It's an exit from Egypt. And so we also see the faithfulness of the midwives here, who feared God more than Pharaoh. And so that's an example that we can take from. We also see a God who loves the midwives and notices them for their faithfulness. So that says a little bit about God, about noticing people. So that's a really great way to start. We're going to go in chapter 2 tomorrow. Hope you guys have been enjoying the Bible reading and getting something from it. We're getting a strong narrative of what the Bible has to say day by day. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. I will see y'all on the next one, which is going to be wild. Yeah. I'm likely going to be posting the Spin of Sin tomorrow. Ruh-roh. All right. I'll see y'all then. Bye.